Welcome to my live series, where creativity meets cutting-edge technology. I'm Mel, and on this channel, we explore the fascinating world of AI and content creation. Whether you're new to content creation or a seasoned pro, this series is all about helping you tap into your creative potential using AI tools that can elevate your work in ways you've never imagined. In this series, we'll be diving deep into tools like Midjourney for AI-generated imagery and Canva for design, but that's just the start. I'll be sharing other incredible tools as we come across them, anything that can help you create faster, smarter, and more beautifully. The goal here is to not only show you how to use these tools, but also to inspire you to think outside the box and find new ways to bring your vision to life. This live series is about more than just tips and tutorials. It's about building a community of creators who are passionate about what they do and eager to learn together. I believe AI is changing the game for creators, and if you're ready to embrace this evolution, you're in the right place. We'll push boundaries, challenge ourselves, and grow our skills in ways that truly set our work apart. So, if you're ready to join me on this journey of creativity and innovation, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. By doing so, we'll be supporting not only this channel, but also your own creative growth as part of a community that's dedicated to mastering the future of content creation. Let's create, innovate, and inspire together. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live. I feel like it's been forever since I've spoken to you guys, but it's really only been about 3 days. We definitely need to talk more often, and I do have exciting announcements coming soon that you're going to find out about towards the end of the week if you are a subscriber. So, like I mentioned, please make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. That is the best way to get informed when we're doing these lives. It is a lot of work for me to post all of the promo posts, which I do in the group. But it is a lot to kind of like go through so many different channels to let people know that we're getting on live. So the best way to know about our lives is for you to subscribe to the channel. So if you're not subscribed, here's the QR code. Make sure you scan it or just search for the June creation and make sure you're subscribed because we go live every single day. All right. So I'm just going to leave this up here for a second. And if you also are not in the Facebook group, make sure you join. Not sure how many members we have now. This screenshot was taken last week, but we were at 623 members last week, and we are hoping to get to more. Let's get it to 1,000. Okay, and once you do that, I do want to say that even though it is hard to promote the live on other various channels, because I know you guys are coming from a bunch of different places, we do daily posts in the June Creation AI plus content creation Facebook channel. So you are joining, and make sure that you're a member so that you are aware of the days and the subjects of what the lives will be. Today's live is going to be about how to make money using Midjourney AI. So if you're not a part of the group, here is the QR code. Make sure you scan it so that you can join. If you have not watched some of our previous videos, which some of this we're going to talk about again today, like ebook covers, YouTube thumbnails, we're going to talk about creating like notebook covers. We're just going to talk about all possible ways that you can make money with AI. So if you haven't checked this out, you should check this design session out as well, because this session focuses on these two things specifically. But today we're going to be focusing on a more broader subject, and we're going to dig deeper into like Midjourney and how to create content, and then kind of like take that content and repurpose it to make money off of it. And lastly, I do want to remind you guys of the special offer during the live only. This is not only for these prompts that you see here. What you see here is like the Sunflower series, vintage glam locks, pretty in pink, and lace front wigs. These are just one of many prompts that we have available on the website. The website is www.thedreamcreation.com, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later so I can show you what you can sell using Midjourney. And I feel like my website is like the perfect example of that, and we're gonna like walk through that. But I do want to remind you guys that during the live only, you can use code FB20 or YT20. FB20 or YT20 will get you 20% off of everything on the website, whether it's a prompt, whether it's a service, whether it's a notebook, whatever you desire, you will get 20% off during the live only. So I did want to make note of that. And I think with that being said, we can really just jump into the agenda. So today's agenda is gonna be how to use Midjourney to make money. So this is Midjourney. In case you're not aware of what Midjourney is, it's basically a website or an AI where you can submit a prompt or describe what you want. So as you can see here, this says, "What will you imagine?" And once you put in that information, it's going to spit out an image for you based on what you described. So as you can see, there are different examples here. I see this lady with the snake, and you can see that it says hyper realistic photograph, a fantasy art scene of a snake woman, half human, half serpent, with soft pastel pink and lavender scales, etc. So you put in the prompt, you can be as descriptive or non-descriptive as you want. This looks like a Godzilla situation or King Kong, okay? 3D polygon character or extremely angry King Kong in obsidian black with orange background, and that's what it shows you. And you can see that it's a polygon character just based on the angles and shapes of the texture of his skin. You can see Santa Claus with a Glock. Okay, so this one was not even that descriptive at all. It was literally 4 words: Santa with a Glock, and it will give you this. And there's just so much more. This looks interesting. This is like a cat. This is a British short hair cat wearing a white bathrobe, lying on a white bedding, using a smartphone with a towel wrapped around its head as if it's after washing the hair. The cat is lying like a person with a pillow behind its back in a cozy bedroom interior. So you could be as descriptive or non descriptive as you like, and whatever you put in is going to generate 4 images based on what you asked. Big QB, thank you for joining. Let's go, you be on it. Yes, I gotta make this money, and I want you guys to make this money too, which is why we go on live every day at 7 p.m. In case you're not aware, every weekday at 7 p.m. we're here on YouTube going live. Okay, so, like I said, this session is about how to make money using Midjourney AI. So, the perfect example that I would say is giving you an example of what my website looks like. And we're going to walk through design as well. We're going to design real life things. We're going to do prompts with, like, we're going to discuss some of the prompts that I use to be able to create this. So, for example, I have this website and I make money off of it because people buy my stuff. And when you do want to make money, you have to provide a free service as well, right? Because what makes people trust you? Why will people want to even buy your items or even invest in what you're selling them? That's why I do these tutorials every single day where I give you the option. You can either learn how to do it yourself. We're going to do it together. I'm going to show you how to do it and you can do it yourself. Or if you need a boost or if you need a little bit of a help, and if you're just not the person who really wants to do it yourself, you can purchase these items as well. So, what I provide is branding services. I will provide ebooks, stock images. I'm working on the digital downloads, working on the courses, which is what we're doing right here, and that will be free. And we have the treasury. And basically, everything that you see here, literally everything. This is Shopify, but literally everything, every design that you see was created by Canva and Midjourney. All of these images are Midjourney images. All of these designs are Canva designs. All of these ebook covers, Canva templates that you see, the people were created with Midjourney and the design was put together in Canva. And I do make money off of this because why? I have products that appeal to my audience and to my customers. So, for example, I have the prompt vault and it's pretty in pink, and I was able to create these people using Midjourney, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. We have the Boss Babe ebook cover collection, which is basically a bunch of images. As you can see, I think there's probably over 70 images that you can use and just paste into um, Canva. And these images were created using Midjourney. We have the Lippy collection. And look at this. The pop up just came up because I scrolled. So this pop up, you can also get 10% here, but I would advise that you do the 20%, which is why I have that code YT20 or FB20. But like this banner image that you see here of these three women, this was created using Midjourney. These are not real people. Normally you would pay a photographer hundreds of dollars to give you this type of shoot, and you don't need to do that anymore because we have Midjourney now. So like with the lippies, let's say if you have a business where you sell lip glosses or just some sort of beauty product, these are things that you can do. And this is a real popular one. I've been getting a lot of sales for this week because there are a lot of my lady viewers, and I know I have men viewers too. I do need to create more content that's catered to the men. I did not forget about you guys. But I do have a big female base, and a lot of them are in the beauty industry. And this has been very popular, and I can show you how to create this as well. So the whole point of this live is to kind of walk you through Midjourney and how to create these images, and then how to put them together so that you can sell them. There's something called the treasury right here, and basically, what this is drop shipping. Everyone talks about drop shipping, but who actually does it, right? Basically, I took these ebook covers or these notebook covers and I designed them using Midjourney and Canva, and then I uploaded them using Printify. And with Printify, you literally just drop ship. You don't need to have this on hand. I have a couple of them on hand because I love these designs, and I love these notebooks, but you don't have to have them on hand. You literally just create the design, you upload them into Printful, and it does the rest for you. People order, and it orders it under it sends it under your name and everything, whatever address that you provide, and the customer will get it, and you get your profit. And then there's the branding services. So if you know how to design using Midjourney, you can offer services. So right now, the only service I have up is business cards. I am gonna have more, but like this business card was created, strictly by Canva and Midjourney. And that's why I'm telling you, like, there's so many things that you could do to be able to make money when you use those tools. So we're gonna go jump right into Midjourney because that's the most important thing. And when you get to Midjourney, and this is a live Q&A, so if you guys have any business ideas or anything that you want to see, feel free to just drop it in the comments. But when you get to Midjourney, you have to think to yourself, like, what business idea do you have? Like, let's say if I have a friend, and she owns a soap company, a beauty products, like organic skincare, right? So let's say if I had an organic skincare company, and I wanted to create content for that. So let's say if I was selling like turmeric kojic acid bars, right? That's one of the things that my friend sells. And let's say if I wanted to do a photo shoot for that, or let's say I was my friend, and let's say she wanted to do a photo shoot, or I wanted to do a photo shoot for that. And if you think about how much you're gonna pay someone to take images like that for you, it's gonna cost you hundreds of dollars. When you can literally just pay $15 a month, that's the cheapest plan for Midjourney. $15 a month. It might not even be 15. It might be 10, but I think it's 15. You can literally pay $15 a month, and you can get 200 images. 200 images for $15 a month. And to me, that sounds way better than paying someone hundreds of dollars, like $300, $400 to take pictures of your product, and you're only getting like 5 to 10 pictures in the end of it, and that's not enough for your website. So let's say if we were gonna do the kojic acid turmeric, I'm not sure I spelled that right, turmeric soap bar in a lavish, luxurious white bathroom that has gold accents. The bar of soap is in the water that's in the sink. Um, there is a bouquet theme. And I'm just thinking of what else. You could be as descriptive or as vague as you want. And a lot of sunlight. And I'm just going to hit enter. And I'm going to see what it's going to create for me. And I'm just going to hide these because we're not ready for that yet. But this is just a sneak peek of what the next project will be. So if you guys are not, you know, if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, please. So look at this image that is spit out. So like I said, kojic acid turmeric soap bar in a lavish, luxurious white bathroom that has gold accents. The bar of soap is in the water that's in the sink. There's a bouquet theme and a lot of sunlight. And if I click on it, as you can see, the kojic acid bar is in the sink with the water. It gives the suds. There's even a splash. This is beautiful. Look at how beautiful this image is. And it looks so realistic. I think this is my favorite one, especially because it added that extra touch and added another product here. And if you had this type of product, you could put a label on it as like a mock-up and even post this on your website. And when I say make money using Midjourney, yes, you can create these images for people, but even for your own brand, right? They say that when you have a brand, the website is the most important thing. But what do you do when you don't? You're already paying tons of money for, a website. But what do you do when you don't want to spend the extra money on the photographers and the product mock-ups and all of these things? These are all things that you can do in Canva and Midjourney. So you need to stop what you're doing. There's so many ways to make money indirectly with Midjourney and directly as well. I can take this image and I can sell it to someone. Like let's say if my friend needs a photographer, instead of letting her pay, well, first of all, she's my friend, so I probably wouldn't let her pay at all. But let's say if there's someone who has a photographer lined up, for a photographer to take a picture for you like this, and let's talk about transportation. Let's talk about, they want to charge fees for their equipment. They have to come at certain times of the day because of lighting and they want natural sunlight. There's just so many aspects that goes into it, and you can literally pay a photographer $300 to give you a couple of images like this, or you can just do what I do and just get a Midjourney account, pay $15 a month, and generate as many images as possible that you want, including this. Look at how nice this is. And I'm just gonna add this as a favorite because I just think it looks so beautiful. But this is an example of how if you have a brand, you can create content for that brand using Midjourney, and essentially that will make you money because if I go on a website and I see an image like this, I'm gonna want to buy. I don't know about you, but if I see an image like this gives trustworthy, I'm gonna want to buy. Now, let's say if we have this image, and let's say you just want to see what other images are out there that people are creating as well, right? Because you could have written a prompt, and I feel like this prompt was very good. The more detailed your prompt is, the better your result is going to be. Not that your result will be bad if it's broad, but this will just be a more specific desired response. Like a more specific desired output that you would get the more specific you are in the prompt. But let's say if I had just wrote like kojic acid, turmeric soap bar, and nothing else. It would be very creative in what it gives me, but it probably wouldn't give me, the gold accents and all these things. But also let's say if you wanted to find an image that's similar to this because you need like inspiration of what the next thing will be, you would just hit this search bar right here and it's going to show you a bunch of different examples. So as you can see, it shows you bars that are mocked up here. So this one says a product photo, and a product photo is a very important keyword when you are creating product photography. You do in the very beginning want to highlight what type of image this is gonna be because that's gonna set the tone and that's just gonna set the look and overall theme of your image. So this one says a product photo of a bar of soap standing upright coconut and almond scented soap, modern washroom setting, plants, coconut almond detail background, early morning, all natural look and feel, bright studio lighting, commercial look, advertisement, editorial, DSLR photo, wide angle. So remember, we talked about photographers, right, and what they're charging for, how much money it costs, product setup. You gotta buy the coconut. You gotta get the perfect shape of soap. You gotta find the plants. You gotta set the scene. You want it to be early morning. Listen, it's 7 p.m. at night where I'm at. And you could create something like this, and that's why Midjourney is where it's at, when it comes to making money online, because you can literally the possibilities of what you can create are endless. Other examples, this looks more aligned, with what we had before because of this bottle right here. So when you're searching, it does draw content from certain things that are in your image to find similar content as well. And this one just says, a soap bar standing in a bathroom with a chic Eric Custer style. This one says a bar of soap. So like I said, you could literally um just spit out a couple of words and see what you get. But the more detailed you are, because with our prompt we talked about gold accents, we talked about luxurious bathroom, and that's why we kind of got that image that we got. So you can choose to be very broad if you don't really have a sense of what you're looking for, or you can choose to be very detailed if you're trying to have like a cohesive theme throughout like all of your product pictures and with your website. You can also have images of people holding the bar. So this one says a close up of the soap in hand. The yellow natural bar soap is being held by an African American woman's hand. The scene captures only half the body from behind, focusing solely on that one palm holding it against a white background. The focus is on the skin texture, the soap, and the foam, captured in natural light. This beauty photography showcases a trending aesthetic style with pastel colors. So there are no pastel colors. Midjourney is not going to be 100% perfect, but they are going to provide you the best that they can based on what you gave them. So, for example, you asked for a close up of the soap in hand, and you have that. The yellow natural bar soap is being held by an African American woman's hand. The soap bar is yellow, and the woman is black, as you can see from her hand, and is focusing on the one palm that's holding it. It is against a white background. You can see the skin texture, and I'm just gonna zoom in for you, just so that you can see the texture of the skin. This looks very, very realistic. This is how skin texture looks. Look at the line in her palms. This is how my palm looks. Look at the texture in her whoops, I scrolled a little bit too much. But like just look at the texture on her wrists. So that's just like pretty much an example. So let's go back to the create bar, and let's say if you wanted to do something. So for example, when we talked about my website, we talked about business cards. So let's say if you have like an eyelash business, right? So first of all, let's say if you can't even think of what you would want to begin with, we can go to the explore tab and you can literally just type in lashes and hit enter and see what comes up. Okay, so immediately when you type in lashes, it gives you a bunch of different examples. Right now, I'm really liking this because it's giving top lash, bottom lash mock up. But you can also see images like this where the lash is on a person. It does try to create logos. Sometimes I'm pretty sure this person was trying to create a logo and told it what to say. I don't really like the logo feature because it's just too, I don't know. You could use it for inspiration, but it's not really something that I like. You'll see close up of lashes. This looks really nice where it says doing eyelash extensions with white background, and you kind of see this eye, and you see like the spoolie brush. There's just different images. This looks really nice. This says an image of different lash styles on light skinned African American woman. Eye styles include doll, cat eye, hybrid, and wispy. So, like, if you don't know what that is, these are lash types. So, this one would be like a wispy, right? It's like a little bit low in the front and then fuller towards the end. Maybe the cat eye would probably be something like this. So it just kind of, you could just be very descriptive and it will just kind of give you the type of image that you want. So the one that I like, that stood out to me was this one. So with this one, you can select on it and see what the prompt says. So it says fluffy, luxurious drag queen mink lash on a white background. And what you can do is you can take that prompt and you can use the image as a style. And you can make changes to the prompt. I like to just select prompts so it can just put it there for me, and then I can add the changes that I want. But I do want to use the image as a style reference, which is why I selected on this style button here, and you can see the paperclip, which is for style. Thank you guys for liking the live. If you are enjoying this live and if you feel like you are learning something, please make sure that you like the live, so that we can keep it going. We've been consistent with the every weekday at 7 p.m. I wanted to keep going. I want more people to join the live. But for you guys to join too, I need you guys to join to subscribe on YouTube and follow the Facebook group, because that's where all of the updates are really, at the end of the day. So I'm using this as a style reference, and it says fluffy, luxurious drag queen, mink lash, on white background. So I'm just gonna say, like, I can say extra fluffy, luxurious, mink lashes. And let's say if I don't want it on a white background, let's say if I want it on a gold background. And I took this prompt, and this person used version 6.1, which is why you see much the command that you would put in to let Midjourney know that you want this image to be generated with version 6.1 of Midjourney. And if you want to explore what the different settings and what the different commands are, you can select on the settings button, and here you can choose aspect ratio. So right now, this is like, I have my setting on an aspect ratio of 3:4. You can also make it a square. You can make it landscape. Let's say if it was on 3:4, but I wanted it to be a square, I can override that. So even though my default says 3:4, I can do dash dash AR 1:1, because that's the aspect ratio for a square. So with every command that you put, you do want to put two dashes in front of the letters and then put a space and put the value. That is how Midjourney works. So I'm going to override this 3:4 and make it, an aspect ratio of 1:1. I can have the mode be in standard, and basically what the mode is like raw mode replaces the default aesthetic of some Midjourney model versions, and using it can help you create more photorealistic images, cinematic scenes, or cuter characters. We did say this is version 6.1. We have the personalized tool off. The stylization for me is at 200. The default is 100, but recently I've been just exploring the 200 mode and I like it. And basically, stylization influences how strongly the Midjourney aesthetic is applied. Low stylization values produce images that closely match the prompt but are less artistic. High stylization values create images that are very artistic but less connected to the prompt. So I feel like 200 is a good number because it's low. It's not super duper low, but it's low enough where I can still get that artistic vibe. I like my images to look a bit more artistic, while still being connected to the prompt. Weirdness, aka chaos, is off. And variety is chaos. Weirdness is weird. So when things are weird, it introduces quirky qualities to your generated images, resulting in unique and unexpected outcomes. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second after we do our prompt. But there's also variety, which influences how varied your images will be. So you either want all your images to look similar to what you put in, or you want them to look very different. So my variety is at 0, so they're going to look very much the same, or very much similar. And I'm just going to hit enter. And I'm just gonna wait for it to, um, be completed. Okay. So let's say if you're not happy with any of the results, right? Some of them might look a little bit creepy. Some of them look okay. The only one I really like is this one, to be honest with you. I think this one looks okay. And let's say if I wanted something, so let's take it back a bit, right? So we got the four images. I definitely don't like this one. This just looks spooky AF. We don't want this one. We don't want this one. This one is okay. Like, to be honest with you, it's okay. But let's say this is the one that you like and you want to see more of this, right? You're not gonna want to rerun the whole prompt. You can and see if it get what other batch of images that it gives you if you're not happy with all of them. But let's say if you're happy with one of them and you want to see more images like that, you would just select the one that you're happy with, and where it says vary, you would do very strong. So it tells me I have no fast hours left. I've just been using my fast hours like crazy because I've been just really selling out on a lot of the things that I have on my site and just creating content. So we're gonna come here, and I'm happy that you guys are seeing this because this is a possibility. And if you guys have been rocking with me for a while, you'll see that I run out all the time. I have 15 hours, 15 hours worth of Midjourney prompts, but I always run out. This is like probably my third time running out this month, and all you got to do is just buy more fast hours. I should probably buy 2 hours because I'm probably gonna run out again by the ninth. But I'm just gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna do 1 hour for $4, and I'm just gonna purchase it real quick. This is the cost of helping you guys out, but I totally love doing this, and do think that there's so much you can learn. So back to this, I would do very strong and then see what it comes up with. It should give me more images that kind of look like this, but a little bit different. Oh, it's still not ready yet. But it is generating. And as you can see, even though it's not 100%, which it is now, as you can see, you're seeing images that closely resemble this. This one still looks a bit creepy because it just looks like there's some skin behind the eyelashes. This one looks a little bit too wet. But yeah, so this is basically what it gives you. So let me select on this, and let's say if you don't want a mock-up of the eyelashes, or let's say if you want them in a box, right, with something like this. You can see that this says a pair of two false lashes in packaging. So what we could do is we can also take that prompt and we can say a pair of two fluffy mink eyelashes or lashes in pink packaging. And I'm gonna say in cute pink packaging against a white background. And I'm gonna hit enter. And the first thing you're going to notice right now is that this is not a square image. And why is that? Because, like I mentioned, in my default, I do have this in portrait mode. So it's 3 by 4. But the reason why you were seeing these in square is because I did, like in the prompt, when I did the prompt, I did do, I don't see it here, but I don't know if you guys remember, I did do dash dash AR 1 to 1. So this is what it's giving us. So I don't like it, right? So I am going to take the prompt, and I'm just gonna say a pair of fluffy. I'm gonna remove the word two because I feel like it's just trying to cram things in there. Mink lashes in cute pink packaging against white background. Aspect ratio says 3 to 4, and I'm gonna hit enter and see what that gives us. So this is a little bit better. Still not what I'm going for, but it's cute if that's what you like. That's why I like to use terms like, you know, luxurious or whatever. It kind of depends. This is just like a regular box, regular pink packaging because that's what we asked for. But it's giving you what you asked for. It's not bad, you know. So let's say if you have like a I don't know, I'm trying to think. Let's say if you want to just like create specific images of people for any rhyme or reason, right? So let's say if I type in a young black entrepreneur, and I'm going to say male because we've been creating a lot of you know female content. A young black entrepreneur male standing confidently on a city rooftop with a view of skyscrapers. And I'm going to tell you why I'm writing this down. Um, let's see. Holding a tablet, displaying stock market charts, symbolizing investments and financial growth. The scene has a vibrant and hopeful atmosphere. So let's say if you own a finance company, um, this is an example. Let's say if you're a business and your business is a finance company, right? Because it doesn't only have to be about these products that you're doing mock-ups of or notebooks that you're designing. Like I mentioned, this can be real stuff that you're creating for your brand. So I showed you how we created the images of the soaps. And this was for a soap brand, but now we're gonna actually create images of people. So we're gonna start here and we're gonna hit enter and see what it gives us. But this is, let's say you have like a finance company or a blog about finance or anything really that you want to do. You can, I'm showing you that with Midjourney, you can create literally anything that you want to create. Look at this image right here. You can see the stocks on his tablet. For this one, you can see like I'm assuming the shirt is kind of like the stock one, right? But like let's say if we wanted to rerun this, let's say if you're not too happy with it, you can rerun it and see what else it gives you. And these are things that you can use as stock images. Look at this. This gives me hope. This, I don't know why he got two tablets. He could have done without one. This looks really good. But you know, fingers sometimes are eh. But my point is that you can use these images for all different types of things. So some of the things that I can tell you that you can make money with using Midjourney AI, and some of these we've talked about, and some of them we haven't covered yet during this live. But number one is selling AI generated art, and we talked about print on demand products. So I showed you guys the example on my website when we went to Treasury and we looked at the notebooks. This is print on demand, right? You can use Midjourney to create unique designs for these type of items, but they don't only have to be limited to these notebooks. They can be t-shirts, they can be mugs, posters, phone cases, and it doesn't only have to be Printify. You can also use Printful And there's so many other different platforms that do print on demand and drop shipping that allows you to upload designs and handle printing, shipping, and customer service. You can do digital art sales, right? You can sell high quality digital art on marketplaces like Etsy, the creative market, or even your own website. You can do things like futuristic characters, you can do individual artwork, you can do fantasy landscapes. There's so much that you can do. When I went to the stock images, I showed you guys that I was creating prompts of, this is not, I mean, technically, you can say maybe this is digital art. All of it is digital art because you're creating it. But like these are images that you can sell, like for certain theme packs or whatever, right? If you're selling a product that deals with, like, let's say if you were selling sunflower seeds, I would like to see this image on a sunflower seed packet. Like, that would make me want to buy it, you know? I'm just trying to show you guys or tell you guys that there's different forms of art and there's different things that you can create, like stock images, such as this, or, all of these. And you can sell them on these websites or your own websites for clients who would need them. You can also do freelance services. So there's custom artwork that you can do. There are freelance websites like Fiverr. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. You guys can go on Fiverr and you're seeking someone to create content for you. You want them to design your website. You want them to design your YouTube banners or all of those things. And you can kind of just offer those services to people instead. Um, you can offer those services to people instead of, I guess, like someone has to buy it, right? So why not you be the one to make it and sell it to people, because that's how you can make money. We talked about book covers. So I do want to go through another ebook cover with you guys because I feel like based on the analytics and metrics, that's your favorite topic. And we'll go through that. If not during this live, on other lives. But the book covers, people who write these ebooks, they're always looking for like unique, eye catching book covers, and you can design the covers with Midjourney and you charge them for either custom or pre-made designs. You can sell the Canva template. They can tell you what you want and you can create it for them. You can do social media content. So like a lot of influencers and brands need visually engaging content, and you can sell these AI generated images for their social media campaigns, product promotions, personal branding. And I felt like when we created the images of the soaps, that was like a very great idea of like a brand needing visually engaging content. Like, this content looks wonderful. This is like my favorite image right here, which is why I favorited it. Uh, favorited it, right? But just to kind of like take you guys through the different things that you can do with Midjourney and Canva. So let's say if we were creating an ebook, right? But let's say if you need inspiration, you can go to Pinterest, which is a good source of inspiration when you don't know what you want to create. And you can just literally type in ebook cover and hit enter. Right? So when you hit enter and when you hit ebook cover, you can see the different inspiration or the different content that's here that can kind of like guide you into creating an ebook cover. So like straight off the bat, I really like this one, right? This says startup to success. And let me just make it a little bit bigger. And let me zoom in a bit, right? So here you can see like the notebook paper. You can see two black women in pink suits, day one or one day. Like, let's say if we go to Midjourney and we wanted to recreate this woman, first of all, there's multiple ways you can do this. You can just write a prompt from scratch, or you can actually take a screenshot of this, like so, like of the two, and you could go to Midjourney and you can drag that image here and you can use it as a style. I'm gonna do a style and character reference, and you can just say like two black women with ebony skin, long black hair, in a pink suit with a white shirt. They are boss babes, and we're just gonna say the background is white. And let's see what that gives us. Let's see what that gives us. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at this. This is my favorite one. This one, the hands look scary. Oh my gosh. Like, this is scary. But like I said, it's not perfect. I actually think I like this one. Now let's say if I wanted to use this, right? But they're cut off. Like, I would just zoom out by 1.5 and see what that gives me. But this is just an example of like how you can, grab inspiration from other content that's out there. There's so much content that's out there. There's no excuse really as to like why you can't do this. It's so easy. I think this looks really nice. Let me see. So like for this one, like I see a van and a bunch of pink boxes in the van, right? So let's say if I said the view of inside of a van, we are looking at the view from the back of the van, and inside of the van there are stacks of cute pink boxes. Enter. In the meantime, let's see what this drummed up for us when we zoomed out. So we got this. And because I took that screenshot of it, as you can see, that's why it was looking funky, because you can even see pieces of like the notebook paper um, and stuff like that. But I would probably use this image, and we can actually create a design right now. Let me see how much time we have. Okay, we have some time. So like we can actually create a design right now. We're just gonna create designs, because remember, the point is to make money. So let's say if you wanted to create an ebook, you wanted to sell your ebook, what would you do? So I'm trying to save my fast hours, right? Because as you guys saw, I just had to pay $4 because I ran out. So I'm actually not going to upscale this image, but under normal circumstances, you are supposed to upscale every single image that you use, because that is what's going to give you the larger version of the image, which is, once again, ideal for sharing, saving, and printing. That is very important. But I'm just going to download this as is for demonstrational purposes, and then we're going to go back to this, right? So right now, look at this van, right? You see the van, the cute pink boxes, and the reason why we're creating that is because we're going to try to create content like this as well. So I am also going to download this. We're going to be creating a couple of things, right? But let's take it one at a time, because I'm about to get real overwhelmed with all of this. So we're going to come here, and we're going to start with the image of the two ladies. One moment. I don't know why this is showing. Okay, I just wanted to show this. All right. So let me go to my downloads, and I am going to bring this image here, and I'm just gonna like expand it. And there are a few options that you can do here, right? So number one, we can remove the background. But let's say if you wanted to keep it, you can do stuff like adding like clouds or smoke. There's different things that you can do. Let me look at the smoke, like white smoke. That's too light. Let's see. Okay, let me do white cloud. And let me see all the graphics for this. Like, you ever be seeing content where you just see stuff like this? You just see like the cloud. This is how they create it, right? I can just create um these clouds here. I'm just showing you guys ways to be creative, you know. But let's say if I just wanted to delete this part now, let me see if it will let me do it, because Canva has been acting up a fool. It's been acting up for a while now. Let me see. Background remover. Let me see if this works, because it hasn't been working for me these past few days. Um, okay, yeah. So I actually don't see that writing in this background. So bizarre. Um, maybe I okay, I accidentally removed the background. But so like yeah, the background is removed. So all of that lettering and stuff is gone, but you can still keep the clouds. But what I was gonna show you, let me just go back so I don't erase the background. Let me go back to the image and I'm gonna go to edit. This is what I want to show you. And where it says background remover, oh, it automatically does it. Okay, never mind. I guess you could clean things up, or I can restore. Like, let's say if I wanted to restore it, you'll see that it's being like restored. So like, let's say if the background showed up, what I was gonna show you guys is that you can literally just come in with the brush and clean up anything that you see that you don't want to be there, like I'm doing here. With this brush, you do have to be precise, and there's like a lot here. But of course, the best tool is just the background remover tool, and you can make the brush smaller and whatnot. But the best tool is just clicking on background remover, and it just automatically removes everything for you. And then we come back to this, right? So let me lower the cloud. And let's say, let me see. Let's say, what did the design say? Did it say something about I don't know, the path to success or something? I don't know. We can just literally make something up. But let's say if we went to the titles, and I can look for a font template. um there was something about like one day or day one, so you can say 1 day or day one, right? And we can change the color. So what I like, right, I can click on text color, but it will also tell me photo colors. So it can bring, or it can draw colors from images that I added onto the design. So like I can make it white, I can make it, this brown color, this pink color, which is like coming from the color of their suits. This is coming from the color of their skin. And I can just bring some of these down. So if I go to positions and layers, because I do have a lot of cloud layers here. Let's say if I wanted to just link them all together with the image of the girls, I would just select on group, and I can just move it like this, like so. move it down. One day or day one. And let's say if I just wanted, I don't know, a background with money, I can actually come to Midjourney and do that. I can do it in like Canva as well, but you can do background of pink, no, background of money flying everywhere. Let's see what that gives us. Okay. So far, I like the third one and I like the fourth one. Let me go back and look at the image. I think I like the fourth one more for this image. And remember, we were very, very, very vague. If I click on this and click on the search bar, I might find other examples that's giving me better prompts. Like this looks really nice. This says money is flying in the air, black background, money falling, background, image, high quality, so on and so forth. There's just so much of this. I guess people love money flying in the background, but we're gonna stick to ours. It's cool. And remember, in a normal case scenario, you would subtly upscale this, like you have to. But for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to do that just so I don't run out of additional fast hours. I'm just gonna download it now. But whenever you're doing something, whenever you're creating content, do not download at this phase due to subtle upscale. So we're going to come here and I am going to drag that background on over here and I can right click it and I'm waiting for it to upload, so I can't select this yet. But once it's done uploading, I can, and I'm just going to say set as image background. And what I'm actually going to do with the background is I'm going to make it a bit transparent, maybe a bit more transparent. And maybe I will add like a shape right on top of it. I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's say if I took a square. Let's say if I took said square and added this. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Shapes. You want a shape that you can expand like so. And let's say if I position this above the money and then I made that transparent too, like so. And then let's say, okay, the title is getting hard to see now. I can actually do an effect on it where I can either add an outline, and maybe I can make the outline black, or maybe I can make the outline white. Um, or I can add a background to it, but remove the roundness, and I can change the color of the background to maybe like white or brown or black. There's just like so many things that you can do. I think I'm gonna take that outline route, but I'm trying to decide if I want the outline to be white or black, and I do think I want the black. And you can just update the thickness of it, and you can update the size by either dragging these corners like so, or just messing with the size here where it says font size. One day or day one? That's the question. And that's the question I'm asking you guys. Is it gonna be one day or day one? And I'm hoping if you're watching this live, it's day one. So boom, right? And let's say if you just want to put like, I don't know, your signature here, or put some sort of text here. Like there's just so many different things you could do. Let's just add a signature. And let's say if you want the signature to be in cursive, you would just type cursive here, and it's gonna show you a bunch of cursive like fonts, and you can click on one. You can make it bigger because this one's pretty small, and you can just put author name, like the June creation, and put it down here in the corner. If there's other elements you want to add, you can do that. Like, let's say, I don't know, stack of cash. I'm just thinking, right? Let's say if you wanted to do that, right? If you wanted to add stacks of cash at the bottom, you can do so. And all I'm hitting is the duplicate key, which is right here, to add these extra stacks. And let me see how it would look under the cloud actually. So the cloud is grouped together, so that's not gonna work. But let me make it more transparent. Let's see. I don't like how it looks with the transparency, but I'm okay with how it looks being fully there. But I'm just showing you guys examples of like other stuff that you can add as well. So there's that. Let me see how much time there is. Okay, there's a little bit more time, so we're gonna go back to the van example, right? So we had the van with the stuff in it, and we're just gonna set this as the background as well. So I'm gonna do set image as background, and then we are going to have a girl in a purple jumpsuit. So I'm gonna say a girl in a purple jumpsuit. She is sitting down. Hi, Sparkle Diva Apparel. Thank you for joining. Yes, it is super cute. She is sitting down, um, forward at the camera. I'm just gonna say white background because we do want her to be in a white background because we want to be able to remove her from the background and add her to the image of this right here. So let's see what it gets us. Okay. So one thing I will say is you can specify race. So I didn't specify race, so it just gave me people. But let's say if you want a black girl, let's say if you want a white girl, you want an Asian girl, you want an Indian girl, like you can specify what race you want. So I'm fine with using this, but let's say if you wanted to use the prompt and say, a black woman in a purple jumpsuit, sitting and looking forward at the camera. So we can do that. But we're going to download this image right here. I'm going to show you guys how the other image looks. And then we are going to just drag and drop. I love Canva for its drag and drop technology. We're going to wait for this to upload. It's done uploading. We're going to remove the background. And you can't expect it to look exactly like this. We don't want to copy this person, right? We're just creating our own rendition of this. And like you can just kind of place her like right here, I feel like. And don't worry about her leg that's cut off or anything because we are going to add the smoke as well. So let's see. This has like a bunch of pink smoke, cash on the bottom. So like boom, we're going to do the cash stack. So this is like super big, so I'm just gonna make it like smaller. Like so. And like, you can move things around so they don't all look like they're you know, in the same position. Sparkle Diva Apparel said, I'm gonna be on Midjourney to create some flyers. Thank you for the tips. Yes. And I hope that you are subscribed because we have a big surprise coming next Monday. Big surprise, but I'm not making the announcement until Sunday. Announcement is coming on Sunday, but big surprise coming on Monday. Can't wait for you guys. to hear about it. So make sure you're subscribed. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. If you aren't already in the Facebook group, make sure you're in the Facebook group. Okay, so let me move this over a bit, make it a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to add the pink. Well, first of all, I'm going to add a white fade. I'm going to add a white fade. Let's see how that looks. So we're going to go to elements and we're going to type in white fade. And this is what a white fade looks like. It just kind of like adds a fade. And I can make it a bit less transparent. Okay. I don't want like any harsh lines, you know? So I'm gonna make it like shorter at the bottom. So like we can see her face properly. Let me increase the transparency. And like we could probably add a couple of those, right? Like this. And as you can see, like I'm just making sure that it doesn't affect the image. Okay. And then we are going to do what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some pink smoke. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna type in pink smoke. It's that simple. And look at what's coming up. There's different pink smokes coming up. Um, I don't really like the pink smoke. Maybe it's just this one that I don't like. Like I'm okay with it like this, to be honest with you. Let's see. Okay, this is okay. Let me like rotate. I'm just trying to like find different angles that works. Okay. To me, this works. And we can say financial freedom blueprint. So you can find a text that you like. I think I like this one. I feel like this would go. This is giving me van sticker. Financial freedom, right? And I'm just gonna make it smaller. But I'm gonna change the color of it. I kind of want it to be white. Let me make it bigger. So look, I have so many images in this, so it's telling me like, if I wanted to change the font color, I do have the options of changing it from the photo color. So we got these pinks from the Vans. We got the colors from like her shirt and stuff like that. The color of the cash. I do think I want it to be white, and I think I want the outline to be. What color do I want the outline to be? Like I'm okay with it being black. Yeah, I'm okay with black. And then we're gonna add something on the bottom that says blueprint. So let's see. We can let me try different. There's this font. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but like we were just talking about this in one of the lives the other day, like those magazine cutout fonts, and I found the name of it and I wrote it down on my desk and I don't see it. But let's scroll through some of the fonts really quick and see what they got. Like, I don't know. Let me just type in fun fonts. Like, what fun fonts do they have? This looks kind of fun. Let's just do this one. And I'm gonna make it a 36. Make it bigger. I'm gonna change the name Bobby Jones to Blueprint. And I'm just gonna like bring it here. And like, let's say if I wanted to space out the letters, I can do this, which I think I want to do. Okay, like so. I like it like this. And I'm just making sure everything is centered. And you know it's centered when you see those like dotted lines. So like this is what the financial freedom blueprint would look like. And then you would proceed to take this design, create an ebook on financial freedom and blueprint, and you can create your ebooks using Google Docs. If you want, you can create your ebooks using Google Docs. You can export it as a PDF, and then you can literally drag the PDF onto Canva, and it will like put it in writing for you. I don't think I have an example of this. Let me check my documents really quick. Let's see. I mean, I have my resume, but I don't want to use that. And sorry, guys, I have the hiccups. Let's see. Trying to see if I can find a good document for you guys, like a PDF document. But if I don't have one, we could always do that on another live because I don't want to take up all of the time looking for it. But my point is that you can write something in Google Docs, you export it as a PDF, and then you just drag it onto here, and it will um, convert. It's that simple. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't be creating ebooks right now. And let's say, let me see if I can open another window really quick so I can show you guys something else. I'm giving you guys the real tea now, like the real tea. Hold on. 1 second. Great idea. You're gonna like the next great idea even better. I'm about to show you. Let's say, all right, let me drag this in here. Let's talk about ChatGPT really quick, right? Because I know this live is titled Ways to Make Money with Midjourney, and we started in Midjourney, we ended up in Canva, and now we're kind of going into ChatGPT. But I can't, like, all of these things go together hand in hand, honestly. Like, you can create all the images that you want in Midjourney, and that's fine. You can sell them that way. You can download them and put them in a folder. But a lot of people are creating content, um, like with Canva as well when it comes to Midjourney. Sometimes Midjourney is not the last stop. Sometimes it's just the first stop, and then the second stop might be Canva, and then the third stop might be ChatGPT. So what I'm going to tell you guys right now, so this is the financial freedom blueprint, right? And this woman is sitting in a van, and let's just assume this van are like boxes of, I don't know, wigs or something, or not wigs because we got to think about demographics, right? Body butters. Let's say there are boxes of body butters, right? I'm gonna come to ChatGPT and I'm gonna say, write me, whoops, a 10 page, and maybe it'll be 10 pages, maybe it won't. We'll see. Write me, okay, let's not start with a 10 page. Okay, let's do 10 page. Write me a 10 page blueprint on financial freedom in the form of an ebook with chapters and paragraphs for each chapter. The theme is a woman who has obtained financial freedom by selling her luxury pink body butters or something. All right, so this says write me a 10-page blueprint on financial freedom in the form of an ebook with chapters and paragraphs for each chapter. The theme is a woman who has obtained financial freedom by selling her luxury pink body butters, and she wants to give her readers the blueprint on how to obtain this. And I'm just going to hit enter. And it's going to tell me that the title is The Pink Lux Blueprint to Financial Freedom. It's going to give me an introduction, and this ebook will uncover the secrets to achieving financial freedom by following the path of a woman who turned her passion for luxurious body butters into a thriving six-figure business. This guide isn't just a story, it's a blueprint for anyone looking to turn their passion into profit. Through her journey, you'll learn actionable steps, mindset shifts, and essential strategies to build and grow your own business, all while maintaining a life of financial freedom and fulfillment. I'm giving you guys all of the tea. No gatekeeping. No gatekeeping. So this is what I need you to do. I need you to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, I need you to subscribe right now. Like, who's giving you all of this information? Please tell me. I'm coming on live every single day because I want you guys to win. And I'm showing you guys how to make money using AI and using the internet. And it's not only about Midjourney, it's about Canva. It's about, Chat GPT and all of these things. Like, this is like, there's no gatekeeping here. And Chat GPT is free, by the way. Sparkle Diva Apparel LLC said, wow, yes, I'm giving you guys all of the tea. All I'm asking in return is to subscribe and tune in because we're going to be millionaires. And I want us all to do it together. This is the blueprint. Midjourney, Canva, ChatGPT. That's all that you need. Okay? So, it gives you the introduction. It gives you chapter 1. Embracing your vision. Overview. Financial freedom begins with a clear vision. This chapter will help you outline what financial freedom looks like to you and how to align your goals with your values. Then it will give you the content, right? But let's say if this is not enough, right? Because really, you can't expect this to write the whole thing for you. It did give us 10 chapters because I asked for 10 pages. But let's say if you want to expand, and one thing I will say is you also don't want to be a fraud, okay? So there's like a fine line here between fraudulent behavior and like actual stuff, actual experience, actual knowledge on these things. So this ChatGPT should always be a guide for you. So if you are someone who obtained financial freedom through body butters, you're gonna use ChatGPT as an outline from the guide, like, and as a guide to add your stuff on, because sometimes we don't know how to start these sentences. We don't know how to start the book. We don't know how to name the chapters. We don't know how to start the overview. We don't know how to create the content. But you can use these as guides and then you expand on it. So chapter 10 says maintaining motivation and embracing challenges. You can say, um, you can say add on to chapter 10 and include motivational quotes. I said to myself every day from the Bible. You can say that to help me stay motivated and embrace my challenges. And you can say make this 3 paragraphs. So it's expanding on chapter 10. I'm going to say expand on chapter 10. And I'm going to hit enter. So chapter 10, maintaining motivation and embracing challenges. And now it's giving you 3 paragraphs. Like, you can reword it the way that you need to reword it in order to get the content that you want. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to use this as a guide. So I'm just going to read the first paragraph. It says, building a business is a journey filled with ups and downs, and staying motivated can be one of the greatest challenges. Our heroine found strength in her daily rituals, including repeating affirmations and reading scripture to reinforce her purpose and keep her spirits high. Each morning, she reminded herself of God's promises, especially during moments of self doubt. Verses like "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," Philippians 4:13, became a mantra that anchored her in faith and helped her overcome the daily pressures of running a luxury business. She believed that with every obstacle, she was learning, growing, and becoming the businesswoman she was meant to be. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And the reason why it's speaking in this tone, like as it's speaking about someone else, is because of the way that I wrote the prompt in the beginning. I didn't say this was my ebook. My words was write me. The theme is a woman who has obtained financial freedom. I did not say I was the woman, so that's why it's speaking in like third person or whatever about this person, you know. So that is how you can kind of just like combine it all together. And then you can just kind of take this. And I mean, the best thing to do would be take all of this and go to the Google Docs and, rec- do a PDF and then paste it into ChatGPT. That's the best thing to do it. Because if you, paste it into Canva. If you copy it like this, it might not, it's not going to separate it out into different pages for you. When you do the PDF, like, it does the pages for you. Like, you put what you want on the pages and you just drag it into Canva and it kind of like formats all of that for you. But what we can do here, I mean, just for the sake of a tutorial, is like you can click on the copy button. You can also read this out loud. Let's see. It's loading.
Chapter 10: Maintaining Motivation and Embracing Challenges. Building a business is a journey filled with ups and downs, and staying motivated can be one of the.
So if it's reading it for you out loud, like you can have like an audiobook. I'm just saying, like, why not record it and just add it? So this is just going on and on and on. And I know like this live is getting long and we're gonna end it soon. But like my whole point is so many different paths you can take to make that money online. We started talking about Midjourney, then we went into Canva, then we went into Chat GPT. We about to go back into Canva, like you know. But you can just select copy. You can select copy. It's gonna copy it for you. It's gonna copy it for you. You come here. You add a text box, and you just paste. Like you know, so the thing that I do hate about ChatGPT, and when you copy, so you see these like pound signs, that's because that was like bolded, so it kind of does this thing, where like he'll do an asterisk or a pound sign or whatever. But this is what I mean by saying that like it's best to start this off in a PDF, because when you do that, like it doesn't do all of this. Clearly, all of this can't fit in one text box. It's not gonna separate the pages for you. But if you do it with the PDF, it will do all of that for you. And look, I mean, I don't want it to be bold, but I think, and I don't want it to be all caps either. Okay, there you go. You can do the settings here to fix the uppercase and stuff, and you can mess with the alignment. You can make it centered. You know, there's just different things you can do. Yeah, and then you would take this, and what you can do is you can go to elements and you can go to shape, and you can select on this square, and you can cover the text like so, and you can change it to the color white, and you can put it behind the text like so, you can come up here and you can take this image of that van, hit copy, come here, paste, and look, you're creating an ebook. And all you needed to do was create the images in Midjourney, bring it to Canva, explain it to ChatGPT, come back to Canva. You could go to Midjourney and get more images, There's just so much you can do. Let's say if, okay, you know what? I'm going to show you something else. Let's say we have her here, right? And let's say if we click on the editor, and let's say if we just highlight over the jumpsuit, the purple jumpsuit. Sorry guys, I'm just like quiet because I'm like super duper like focused on what I'm doing. So I'm just highlighting over all of the purple jumpsuit parts. And we actually have like a live this week where we're going to do more examples of this, but I'm just going to show you this right here. And where it says purple jumpsuit, I'm just going to say, I don't know, black. And I'm going to hit submit. And it says submitted, so I'm going to hit close. And this is the image of the same girl, same face, but we just changed her jumpsuit color, changed her outfit. And the reason why I did this is because now I'm going to take this image. Remember, when you want to use the image, you upscale subtly, but just for the sake of like saving and conserving my fast hours, because I do have a lot more lives to go this week. I'm gonna download that image and I'm gonna come here and I am going to, let me go to my downloads, drag it over here. I'm gonna erase the background. I'm gonna make her smaller. And I'm just gonna add her right here. And look at that. It's the same person, different outfit. It's that simple. That, my friends, is one of the many easy ways that you can use Midjourney, Canva, ChatGPT, whatever it is that you need to do to make money on the internet. So I am gonna leave it here, right? I think we talked about a lot today. I was very happy with this live, especially towards like the middle or the end because we really got into the nitty gritty of things. I showed you guys like more examples. So before we end the live, I do want to remind you guys of the special offer. This code is usually only available during the live, but I am gonna extend it for another 20 minutes. You can use code FB20 or YT20 for anything on the website. Anything on the website, you can use it. You'll get 20% off. This is the website right here. It's thejunecreation.com. As you can see here in the URL, this website was built completely from scratch using Midjourney, Canva, and a little bit of ChatGPT when it came to like the descriptions of the content. And this is what I'm telling you, like, you can make money online so easily. Just watch my lives. Like, that's all it can boil down to. So I am gonna extend the discount code for another 20 minutes. It's 8:32 Eastern where I'm at. Someone said thanks for the money making tips. You're very welcome. I want you guys to make money. I want to make money. We all need to make some money, and the money is there. It's easy. We just gotta like. Sometimes you just need like one person to show you how to do it all, as opposed to like tuning into like a whole bunch of different stuff, and it just kind of gets like confusing. So I'm here to try to like simplify it for you. As you guys can see, I don't gatekeep at all. Gatekeeping is not my thing. I do not gatekeep. I tell you guys what it is. I show you guys how to do it. Like I mentioned, you know, 20% off using code FB20 or YT20. If you're watching on Facebook, I don't think I streamed to Facebook today, but I did stream to YouTube, YT20. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe because I do try to stream to multiple platforms. So usually I'll stream on YouTube and I'll stream on Facebook, but honestly, it's taking a toll on my computer. That's why I was having technical difficulties a lot last week because I was streaming to too many different platforms, and I've had this computer for a while, so it just couldn't handle it. So that's why I urge you guys. I urge you guys to please scan the QR code or search for the Dream Creation and subscribe because that's going to be the best way to be reminded of the lives and the content that I'm putting out there so that you guys can learn. And just to, recap on things that we've learned during live is we've learned how to create Midjourney prompts. We've learned how to use Canva. We've learned how to like design notebook covers. We've learned so many things. And there are some of you guys who have been here with me since day one of doing these lives. And there are some of you guys who joined, on a day-to-day basis or who are brand new. But whatever the case may be is I want you to join, I want you to stay, I want you to return. This is a community. If you're not a part of the Facebook community yet, which is where I provide the updates for my lives, please join. As you can see, it says 623 members. I do believe it's slightly higher than that at the moment because this image was taken earlier in the week. Right now we're at 631 members. So, good progress. But we want it to be better. So just make sure you guys join, okay? Make sure you guys join. This is what the Facebook group looks like. And I think we're gonna end the live here. Like I said, 20 more minutes until the discount code is over, 20% off of everything on the site. And guess when I'll see you guys again? Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're tuned in. Thank you.